Welcome back. In the morning, there was this Bloomberg report which said that Diageo Plc is weighing a stake sale in RCB. The IPL team, Royal Challengers Bengaluru, Diageo Plc, is holding discussions with potential advisors as they weigh the possibilities, and the valuation sought is about $2 billion. So to talk more about this story that Bloomberg has picked up, CNBC-TV18 is not independently verified it as of now. We have Abneesh Roy, Executive Director at Nuvama Instl Equities, now joining in. Abneesh, thank you very much for joining in. So specifically about this story, if value unlocking happens, what impact will it have on the stock of United Spirits? And two, what would the proceeds be used for? Debt reduction? Would it be for capex? Do you think shareholders will get some benefit on account of that by way of return?
Thanks and good morning. Yes, we have a buy on United Spirits with a target price of 1885. And if this event happens, yes, it will be a positive. Based on our analysis, we currently give around 146 rupee kind of a value in the total 1885 target price to IPL team. We don't do SOTP based on the 60 times overall console profit, and then IPL team made 177 crore profit, FY25, etc. Our value is around 146, but if we see based on what the Bloomberg article is talking about, then there is almost 235 rupee kind of a pricing for that. But here, lots of ifs and buts are there, whether the entire team will be sold, whether part or nothing will be sold, right? Because clearly Diageo or United Spirits in the past has said that they don't have any plans as such. So we'll wait for confirmation there. Second is, of course, this time's IPL was won by the RCB. So clearly premium valuation rub-off effect should be there if at all this happens. Third, of course, is from an overall business perspective, we are quite positive. We have a buy and multiple positives are there for the stock because clearly in the UP, the number of retail outlets has increased. In Andhra, the entire industry is seeing benefit because the market has opened up. Even in Karnataka, the taxes have reduced in the premium whiskey. And in FY27, we'll have the UK FTA benefits come in, both in terms of volume in the premium and luxury end. And even in the margins, we'll see the raw material scotch coming down. So FY27 also, we do see trigger. And apart from that, overall urban slowdowns is there. But if you see in Q4, United Spirits did report 9.2% volume growth in the P&A. And now with food inflation cooling down and interest rate cuts and overall salary, the benefits which government gave, I think overall FY26 is looking good with a high single-digit kind of volume growth for the company in the prestige and above. So we are positive.
Abneesh, good morning. Thank you for joining in. The prestige and above segment did well for United Spirits in the fourth quarter, but the popular segment continued to struggle, right? There were expectations of growth, but that didn't happen. There were negative growth in the fourth quarter. Do you see that as a one-off, and do you see things improving going forward in the popular segment as well, especially considering the fact that the P&A has done fairly well, and now with inflation coming down, with the rate cuts, tax cuts and all of it kicking in, does the popular segment also see a revival?
So 2-3 things. Good question. What we are seeing clearly, one is premiumization is happening. So there is a trend that even at the lower end from the popular, there is some level of premiumization which is happening. Second is, if you see, most of the urban slowdown is impacting the marginal customer. That's why even in FMCG, if you see for Marico or for Tata Consumer, etc., the mid and premium is growing strong double digits, while overall FMCG also the pain is at the lower end. So this is not a aberration. Your question was the Q4 weak number in the popular an aberration? No, we don't see an aberration. Q3 had one of when the strong numbers were there. Overall, we see that P&A is what will drive the business. That is the focus. While popular is now more of a weak growth in the near term because of the urban slowdown, because it is not a high priority and premiumization is happening. So we are more positive on the P&A rather than on the popular.
Thank you. Abneesh, we leave the conversation here for now. Thank you very much for joining in. So bullish on United Spirits, and if this monetization takes place, then the target price inches up even further for Nuvama. Mitesh is now with